plaintiff, Sharita Johnson, dated the defendant, and she claims everything was good until the defendant went to jail. Sharita claims when the defendant got out of jail, he didn't have a car or a place to live, and she's suing him today for breach of contract. Defendant Christopher Kirkendall says he's in the business of buying items at a low price and selling them for a profit. So that's why he didn't have a car, because he sold it. Christopher is countersuing for unreturned property.
Start with you.
When I first met Chris, everything started off, good. He was a good person to me, and, everything just went left. And Chris he started getting locked up, and when he got out of jail, he didn't have all the stuff that he had beforehand. So
what does that mean?
Like before he got locked up, he had a car, he had his own place to live. And
you came home, you took it all?
No.
Ran off with another man with the man's car?
No, actually he had me give it to other people to sell it so he can make some money.
Go ahead.
So when he got back out, he didn't really have nothing, He doesn't keep anything too long. He sells it, He's not gonna keep anything too long. He sells everything.
Why?
I don't know. That's the type of person he is.
Did you all ever live together?
For a little while.
How long?
It was probably like a few months, maybe 2.
Did you ever see him going out the door with you all's things to say?
No, it wasn't you.
And then bother to ask him why?
He just,
you don't know. If you're living with a man, ma'am, let me just give you a little insight. If you're living with a man, as you say you were, a man who takes things out of the house and goes to sell them all the time, one of those times when he heads out the door with the television, with the microwave, with something, and you should say, hey, why are you doing that? That makes sense?
Yeah.
Go ahead. So you didn't know, but go ahead.
No, I really didn't know why he liked to sell stuff. He just was trying to have money in his pocket.
All right.
And when he got out of jail, from the time when he went, he got back in touch with me.
Okay.
Because, I kind of stopped talking to him when he got locked up. He got back in touch with me, and he had these ideas.
You all had been living together?
No, just for that couple of months. We had.
Right, and he got locked up after those, while you all were living together?
Yeah.
And you quit him?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we was only together for a few months. Like, I'm supposed to stop my life. I didn't know how long he was supposed to be locked up.
Doyle said he dreamed about you every night. How long did it take you before you left him for dead in jail and ran off with somebody else?
I didn't run off
The first court
anybody.
date?
First court date.
Yeah.
Let me hear from you, sir.
All right. She is telling the truth. We have past relations, but I sell stuff because I balled it out already. If you ride a car for the summer, why you won't want to run it next summer? You want something new. That's why.
Okay, so you trade things in.
Yeah, and I'm in the business of buying low and selling high. Electronics, clothes, all kind of stuff. It's not like I'm a crackhead. She makes it seem like I do drugs. I don't do no drugs. It's just it's my hustle.
I'm glad you knew what to do. Step up real quick and tell me that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
For you, dog. You sound like you're smoking.
No. I ain't smoking.
But that sounds industrious, ma'am. Would he come back with something different or buy something and then sell it later and then buy something else?
That's the point why I liked him, because
right, that's a good hustle.
Entrepreneur, type of attitude,
Right.
And I believed in the things that he wanted to do. And that's how it got to the point where him asking me for money to help him with his ideas.
All right.
And I felt like I wanted to help him. I wanted him to better himself. I wanted him to stop going to jail.
So he ran, okay. What was he in and out of jail for? Let's go ahead and say it. Do you know, or do you want to say it? All right. Do you want to say any of that or not?
No, sir, I'm not saying none of that.
Everything under the sun, but
I'm a nice guy, sir.
Just
All right, let's get to why you're suing him today.
Activity. I'm suing him today because he came to me with an idea because he wanted to buy a van.
Buy a van
to move appliances and different type of furniture and stoves and microwaves, things like that.
From various houses.
Yes. He wanted to move stuff. So
That's
I'm like,
why you went to jail? You gotta ask.
Yeah.
Before you go into various houses.
Yeah, that's why I went to jail.
What's your van? What's your van? Go ahead.
So I say, okay, I'm gonna help him, move, start his little business and get on his feet, And he asked me for $1,000. and I loaned it to him. I loaned him the $1,000, but when he bought the van ended up breaking down. And he came to me like, I need to, get the van fixed or whatever. I ain't gonna be able to have a business and all that stuff. So I say, you know what? I ain't gonna never get my money back, if he don't do something with himself. So I loaned him more money. I loaned him another $800. And by the time the date came, the payment, I contacted Chris, and Chris just had all these off-the-wall stories of why he couldn't pay me. He was in Texas, or he was taking a bus somewhere to, just who knows where. He was always out of town somewhere. He got all these extravagant stories of where he's going, but he wasn't never coming back with no money.
Sir?
Okay. Dealing with Sharita is a little different. She a crazy, sexy, cool kind of girl, like she's sexy and cool, then she get crazy. All right, so like, we have all these plans. She come to me, call my phone. What you got going on? I'll tell her, yeah, I'm doing this, that, whatever. Okay, she wanna be my business partner. So then she'll get there, just like she's saying. She'll see the TV. Oh, that's a nice TV. Can we keep it? But that's not how we get the money. So you wanna keep stuff, we don't get no money. So I'm selling stuff, she mad. I'm selling stuff, she mad. This is what she do. Then she gets sick. Then she got a family that's crazy, and they smother her, and so it's like it's a hard situation to be in. So I didn't get up out of there because I owed her no money. I got up out of there because it wasn't no situation I could live in. It's like we all in East Chicago. We all in East Chicago. Ain't no control of the situation. I want you to get up. Let's go do something productive. Like she just said, I just got out of jail.
He told me all I could do was be sick.
All right. Tell about this $2,050. Tell me about that.
I don't know nothing about that.
All right. She never loaned you money for a van?
No, I don't know nothing about that.
Or wasn't it for a van?
Yes.
And then loaned you more money to get it fixed?
Yes.
No.
All right. Your counterclaim is for what?
Okay, this is what happened. I used to stay in Wheaton, Illinois with a custodial foster parent. He lost his house to foreclosure and got very sick. I had the garage filled with a lot of materials, business materials and things like that I had been collecting, and then I was on house arrest at the time. Can you get this one?
Let me see it, please.
I was on house arrest at the time, and so I had asked her to go and retrieve those things for me. Then she took the stuff and put it in a storage because, like I said, I was on house arrest. I gotta wait till I can move again, so I'm stuck. So it's costing her money. So she wants to put this in she needs to take the van back. So she stores my things. Now, later on, I send my friend I'm supposed to be doing business with to go get the things. Can you understand?
Let me see it, please.
And things were missing.
Ma'am, first of all, you have any evidence of the contract? You said you have something he signed.
Yes, I have the first contract that he signed, but I couldn't find the
He
second.
says he didn't sign this, and you said you didn't
He wrote the
receive it,
whole
let alone
contract.
sign it, right, sir? Hand him this. You didn't write that?
He wrote it and signed it.
Oh yeah, I wrote that.
What, do you want to say anything about his property?
He asked me, he said, can you help me buy a U-Haul? I went and got the U-Haul. He was supposed to give me my money back for this U-Haul. We went out there to his dad's house, got the stuff, came back to the city. The next day, he got locked up. And when he got locked up, I was left with a U-Haul full of stuff. Then I had nothing. I was like, I gotta take this U-Haul back. What am I gonna do with this stuff? Do I leave it right here?
What did you do with it?
I called my dad and I said, Daddy, I don't have no money for no storage. I don't have nowhere to put this man's stuff. Can you put it in your garage? My daddy said, yeah. And we stored this man's stuff for almost a year.
That's not true.
Yeah,
How long
I have
was
it.
It was about 3 weeks, and she said that the daddy
You have
had
any
to move the
evidence of how
spot.
long
And
Yes.
it was?
he cleared out the spot, talking about he needed the spot. He cleared it out and took my stuff
This
when I got
is,
back. About a month later.
This is when he was telling me, he said, I need to rent a real storage and put a safe in it. This one is, and he was like,
Right. Okay, so you told him to rent a
feel the
storage
same
for you,
way.
sir?
He was asking me to get him a storage once he got out of jail because he still didn't have nowhere to put this stuff.
What happened to the items? Just
Oh,
what happened to
let me
things?
show you. He came. He sent somebody to get it. He
Okay,
asked me
so
for my
you don't
dad's
have
number.
his
I don't
things
have
anymore.
anything. Here you go.
What is the phone number? Is that
Yeah,
what this
my dad's
is?
cell
And what
phone
was his
number.
instruction? Let's let him know that my partner and I will be calling him.
Exactly, and
To
that's
get
what
his
they did.
things.
He called my dad, got his things, and that was the end of it. I don't have his stuff.
Sir, did you ever contact her father?
Yes, we did.
And what happened?
When we got there, that's when we found out that the parking spaces was needed, that she put the stuff in, and then they had moved out the stuff, threw it in the garbage. She told me that they threw my stuff in the garbage.
All right. Judgment for the plaintiff, $2,050, sir. You told me you never signed anything. You told me, in fact, that you never borrowed a dime. Until she shows me this, yeah, I did draft that and signed it. Before that, did you ever borrow any money from her? Nope. Can't rely on anything you say. Judgment for the plaintiff, your claim is dismissed. Have a good day.
Thank you. You know, when somebody try to help you, you know, be more considerate to the situation and take the help, and then, you know, pay the person back.
I'm a self-published author. I just wrote my book. I'm not worried about this or nothing else. It's on Amazon. I'm out here in the streets with it every day. Like, I'm trying to get to the next thing. I support her. I'm glad she got this situation under control, and I'm gonna keep winning, man.